What's going on, guys and girls? Rob here, and we have got Roy Jones Jr. We've got Michael Spinks, and one of those guys is going to be the light heavyweight champion after tonight. That is one we've never crowned, so we're going to have ourselves a champion after tonight. The red corner's Roy Jones, blue corner Spinks. So let's see who has the advantage. If there is a tie, it will be Spinks. So let's get ready to roll. 15 rounds, no 3 knockdown rule, and let's get with it. Roy Jones Jr., Michael Spinks. Here we go. 3 stars for Michael Spinks from the outside, 57. Just did miss his punch, 12 on a counter, no. Spinks with control, 2 stars each. It will be toe-to-toe from the outside. 36 adds 3 punches for Spinks. And let's see, from the outside as well, you're looking live at the Houston Airport Terminal, Gate B. I'm not talking to somebody live. I'm not looking at it because I can't see it. But what's up, Tribe fan? And Roy Jones Jr., 16, is 4 as well. So Keith is just about ready to get on. He's just about ready to get on his flight to get back home. All right, 2:20 left. 3 stars for Spinks on the outside. 26. 3 more punches land. No chance of a cut or knockdown, but 1 will knock it back. 2 minutes left to go. What's up, Tribe? No stars. 2 stars. Jones Jr. from the inside. 0-5. 4 punches landed. No chance of a cut or knockdown. Jones gets the advantage back. Whoa, let's try it again. Try it again. There we go. 1 star, 2 stars. Spinks from the outside, 62. Misses his punch, 7 on the counter. No. Minute 20 left. Spinks with the advantage. 2 stars each. Spinks from the outside, 63. Misses his punch. And Jones from the outside, 35. He does not miss. Minute left to go. Spinks still with the advantage. Keeps buffering on me, probably because I'm in the airport. Yeah. So are you just getting there or are you just getting ready to leave? 2 stars each. Spinks from the outside, 51. 2 punches landed. And from the outside, Jones Jr. 0-6, 4 more. Chance of a knockdown. Chance of a knockdown. 7. Could be. No. 20 seconds left. Just got home from a grocery shop and says Tribe. We just rode back. We just got back home too. We went out. Michael Spinks, 3 stars from the outside. 73 misses his punch. No counter punch. 15-7. Jones Jr. Yeah. I'm bored in about an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're going to have to go to a different part of the airport then. We can be done with this fight before that's done. 15 off of that be 90. Yeah, those layovers are a bitch. Those layovers are a bitch. 8-point difference. All right, second round. Here we go. Jones Jr. 2 stars. 3 stars, Spinks from the outside, 24. 3 big punches land. No chance of a cut or knockdown. No stars. 1-star Jones Jr. from the outside, 76, misses his punch. 2 on the counter. 2 big hooks by Jones Jr. now with control. 2 stars. 1-star Jones Jr. from the outside, 73, misses his punch. No counter punch. 2 minutes left. What's up, RF? 2 stars. 3 stars. Spinks from the outside, 45. 2 more punches land. Chance of a cut. Chance of a cut. 6 or less. No. 2 stars. 8 spinks from the outside. 24. 3 punches land. Chance of a knockdown. Chance of a knockdown. This is from the outside for Jones. 0, 1, 5 big bombs. So now can he knock Jones down? 6 or less. He'll be in trouble. 4. He has hurt him. He has hurt Jones Jr. Let's see what he can do. Oh, I got you. Outside, 32. That's 3 punches. No chance of a knockdown, but we will check the wheel check. 4 or less. 7, no. Can he finish Jones Jr. off? 2 stars. Each spinks from the outside. It's a 10. 4 more punches land. And from the outside as well, Jones Jr. 25. That's 3 punches land. Chance of a knockdown. So Spinks now could be in trouble. No. Last 20 of the round. No stars. 2-star Spinks from the outside. 41. 2 punches landed. No chance of a cut or knockdown. 2 will bring it 1 back. 18-8. There's a chance of some 10-8s. There's a chance of some 10-8s here. All right, 3rd round. Here we go. 2 stars, 8 Spinks from the inside, 89. That is a clinch. 3 stars from the outside, 45. 2 punches land. No chance of a cut or knockdown. 2 stars, 8 Spinks from the outside, 17. 4 punches land. Chance of a cut. And from the outside, Jones Jr., 34. 3 punches land. Let's check for a cut. Six. Yes, sir. It's a cut for Jones Jr. Oh, a 19. That will be a bloody nose. Bloody nose. That's the first occurrence. We'll take 20 seconds off the clock and we keep going. All right. 3 stars for Spinks from the outside. 39. 3 more punches land. 5 on defense. We'll actually take 2 away from that. And we keep going. Minute left. 3 stars again for Spinks on the outside. 0, 6. 4 punches land. Chance of a cut. Another chance of another cut. No, not that time. 40 seconds left. 3 stars again for Spinks on the outside. 54. Oh, he just did miss his punch. 4 on the counter. 2 big crosses by Jones Jr. And Spinks now Still has control, and he will. 3 stars from the outside. 16. 4 punches land. Chance of a knockdown. Yes, it is. Chance of a knockdown, but it's got to be a 2 or less. No. 15-5. Spinks. Man, oh man. So we got to check for 10-8s again. All right. 4th round. All right, here we go. No stars. 2 stars, Jones Jr. from the inside, 23. 3 punches land. Chance of a cut. Spinks, 4 or less. No. That's a leaner. Let's keep going. 2 stars, 1 star. Jones Jr. from the outside, 59, misses his punch. And no counter punch. 220 left. All right. 3 stars, Spinks from the outside, 47. 2 punches land. No chance of a cut or knockdown. No stars. 2 stars, Jones from the outside, 30. 3 punches land. 5 on defense. So I add 1 more to it. No stars. 2 stars, Jones Jr. from the outside, 73. Misses his punch. Counter. 2 big crosses by Spinks. 2 stars each. Jones Jr. first from the inside, 31. 3 punches land, and from the inside. Spinks, 18. That's 4 added to him. A minute left to go in this round. Let's see. 2 stars each. Jones Jr. from the inside, 79. Misses his punch. And Spinks from the inside, 41. 2 punches land. Chance of another cut. Chance of another cut. 6 or less. Yes. There is going to be a cut. 12. Cut left eye. First occurrence. We'll go to 20 seconds left in the round. No stars. 8. Spinks first from the outside, 32. 3 punches land. And from the outside, Jones Jr., 80. No. 13, 10. Spinks. 13-10 Spinks. All right. 13-10. How many times? Plane just got here, so everything should be on time. That's cool. What time are you supposed to get back? What time are you supposed to land in Louisiana? 13-10. Ten my time. Oh, all right. I got you. So how long will you be in the air? Maybe 30 minutes or less? Probably not even that long. Probably not even that long. We're in the 5th round. Here we go. 2 stars, Jones Jr. from the outside. 65 misses his punch. 9 on the counter. No. 2 stars each. Jones Jr. from the inside. 36. 2 punches landed. Chance of a cut. Chance of a cut. And from the inside for Spinks. 86. And that's a clinch. So that actually takes 1 punch away. And still a chance of a cut, though. Still a chance of a cut. No. Okay. Puddle jumper then. 2 stars each. Jones Jr. inside. 46. Missed his punch from the inside. Spinks. 54. Misses his punch. 2 stars. No stars. Jones Jr. outside. 62. Misses his punch. No counter. 140 left. 3 stars for Spinks on the outside. 75. Misses his punch. 2 on the counter. 2 big hooks. Yeah, we could. We do that. We're gonna do some driving, man. We may even try to hit Arlington. Go see the Rangers play too. I'd rather go to Arlington than I head down to Houston. I ain't crazy about that stadium down in Houston. Whoops. Oh shit. Let's see. All right, there we go. 2 stars, 1 star. Jones Jr. from the inside. 48. Misses his punch. No counter. Minute left to go. But you're at Intercontinental, right? That's a nice airport. Jones Jr. from the inside. 79. Misses his punch. No counter punch. Bush Intercontinental. That's a huge ass airport. It is just Allen hates a DH. Oh yeah, I don't mind DH. Outside 51. No counter punch. Nope. This is a slow round. Jones Jr. No stars. 1 star for Spinks from the inside. 29. 3 punches land. Chance of a knockdown. Chance of a knockdown, but it's got to be a 4 or less. No. 3-3. 3-3. Not a lot going on that round. Yeah, not a lot going on that round at all. Sixth round, ready to go. Here we go. 2 stars each. Jones Jr. from the inside. 64. Misses his. Let's see what. Let's see. Now Spinks got the last punch in. So outside. From the outside. 64. Misses his punch. And from the outside, Jones Jr. 25. He gets a chance to knock him down. Jones Jr. have a chance to knock down Spinks. 4 left. He'll be hurt. No. 2 stars. No stars. Jones Jr. from the outside. 77. Misses his punch. 4 on the counter. 2 big crosses by Spinks. 2 stars each. Jones Jr. from the outside. 69. And from the outside, Spinks. 72 would have had a chance to knock him down. 2 minutes left. 3 stars from the outside, Spinks. 94 no, that is a clinch. 94 is a clinch. Whoa, let's try it again. 2 stars, no stars. Jones Jr. from the outside. 69 misses his punch. 7 on the counter. No. Minute 20. 1 star, no stars. Jones Jr. from the outside, 19. 3 punches land. No chance of a cut or knockdown. No stars, 2 stars. Spinks from the outside, 63. Misses his punch. No counter punch. 40 seconds left. 2 stars, 8. Spinks from the outside, 62. Misses his punch again. Jones Jr. from the outside, 0-6. Gets 4 more punches in, and it is 20 seconds left. Spinks in control. 2 stars, no stars. Spinks from the outside, 19. That's 4 more punches in. 5 on the counter. Takes 5 on the defense. Take 2 away. 10-4. Jones Jr. Ten to 4. All right, 6-point differential. Seventh round, here we go. 2 stars, 8s. Jones Jr. from the outside, 48. Misses his punch. And from the outside, Spinks, 30. 3 punches land. Jones Jr. still with control, though. 2 stars, 8s. Jones Jr. from the outside, 47. Misses his punch. And 51. 2 more punches from the outside for Spinks. 2 stars, 1 star. Jones Jr. inside, 12. 4 big punches. 6 on defense. Nope. 2 minutes left. 2 stars, 1 star. Spinks from the inside, 34. 3 punches land. Chance of a knockdown. No. Not chance of a knockdown. 4. We'll just take 1 punch away. That's right. 20 left. 2 stars, 8. Spinks first from the inside. 29. 3 punches, and from the inside, Jones Jr. 90. Clinch will take one of those punches back. 40 seconds left to go. No stars. 2 stars. Jones Jr. from the inside. 76. Misses his punch. Would have had a chance to knock him down. 20 seconds left. I'm sorry. No stars. 1 star. Spinks from the inside. 64. Misses his punch. 4 on the counter. 2 big hooks. And it is 9-6. Spinks. 9-6. 3-point difference. Eighth round, here we go. 3-star Spinks from the outside, 52. Just did get 2 punches in. And no chance of a cut or knockdown. 2 stars, 8. Spinks from the outside, 76. Misses his punch. From the outside, Jones Jr., 61. Misses his punch. Would have had a chance to knock him down. 2 stars, 8. Spinks first from the inside, 0-7. 4 big bombs. Chance of a knockdown. From the inside as well for Jones. zeros. 5 big punches for him. Minute 40 left, but we got to check for a knockdown. Been none yet. But he's hurt. He is hurt. He is hurt. So let's see what they can do now. All right. 5 for Spinks from the inside. 0, 1, 5 more big bombs thrown. No chance of a cut or knockdown, but we got to do a wheel check. 4 or less. This fight's over. 7. No, I thought it was a 1 there for a second. Minute left to go in this round. 2 stars. 1 star. Spinks from the outside. 62. Misses his punch. No counter. 40 seconds left. 2 stars. No star. Spinks from the inside. 52. Misses his punch. No counter. 20 left in the round. 1 star. No star. Spinks from the inside. 27. 3 more big bombs landed. Chance of a knockdown. Got to be a 1 or a 2, though. No, 17. 14-5. Spinks, 14-5, automatic 10-9s. All righty. 9th round. Nobody's been knocked down yet. 2 stars. 8. Spinks from the outside. 35. 3 punches land. And from the outside. Whoa. Out from the outside, Jones Jr., 26. 3 punches land. Spinks in control there. 2 stars, 1 star. Spinks from the outside, 86. Misses his punch. No counter. 2 stars, 8. Spinks from the inside, 97. Possible foul. Possible foul. 5 or less. Yes, it is. Foul on Spinks. 13, Holden. Round number 9, Spinks. Holding. First occurrence. Take 20 seconds off. We keep going. 2 stars, no stars. Spinks from the outside. 23. 3 punches land. No chance of a cut or knockdown. A minute 20 left to go. No stars. 2 stars. Jones Jr. from the inside. 44. 2 punches land. Chance of a knockdown. Chance of a knockdown. Can you get Spinks down? It's 4 or less. No. A minute left. 2 stars. 8. Jones Jr. from the inside. 63. No. And from the inside, Spinks. 37. 2 more punches land. Chance of another knockdown. Or chance of a knockdown. Ain't been a 1 yet. Still not. 40 seconds left. Let's see. Let's lay this in there real easy. There we go. 2 stars for Jones from the outside. 16. 4 punches land. No chance of a cut or knockdown. 3 on defense. Take 1 punch away. Last 20 of the round. 2 stars. 8. Jones Jr. from the outside. 91. Clinch. 9-8. Spinks. All right. 1 point difference. Could be good. Keith, you got to go back to work tomorrow? What's up, Randy? Good to see you, man. We've been looking for you. We're in the 10th round. Roy Jones Jr., Michael Spinks. And let's see what's going to happen now. No stars, 2 stars, Spinks from the outside, 50. 2 big bombs land. No chance of a cut or knockdown. 6 on defense to take both of those punches away from him, though. Wow. 2 stars. Each Spinks from the outside. 99. 99. So, yeah, Keith, you got to head back to work tomorrow? Let's see what this is all about. 91. Fighter turns up the heat. +1 to all the punches landed for the rest of this round. So Spinks is coming after him now. How about that? Spinks is coming after him now. 1 star. Each Spinks from the inside. 61. Misses his punch. Jones Jr. from the inside. 58. Misses his punch. 3 stars. Spinks from the outside. 56. Misses his punch. No counter. Minute 40 left. 2 stars each. Spinks from the inside. 91. That'll be a clinch. Minute 20 left. No stars. 1 star. Jones Jr. from the outside. 28. 3 punches land. No chance of a cut or knockdown. 2 stars each. Jones Jr. from the inside. 44. Just did get 2 punches in. Chance of a knockdown. Chance of a knockdown. And then from the inside for Spinks, 46. 2 punches land. Chance of a cut. And he gets 1 extra punch because of the rare event. So we'll check Spinks first and see if he cuts Jones. 6 or less. 9. No. Let's see if he cuts. Let's see if he knocks Spinks down. No. Last 20 of the round. 2 stars. 8. Jones Jr. from the outside. 96. Possible foul. Possible foul. 7 or less. No. 6-3. Jones Jr. All right, so 3-point difference. All right, 11th round. Here we go. No stars, 2 stars. Spinks from the inside. 86. Be a clinch. 2 stars each. Spinks from the outside. 92. Clinch. 1 star. 2 stars. Jones Jr. from the inside. 35. 2 punches land. Chance of a knockdown. Chance of a knockdown. Can he knock Spinks down? He's hurt him. He's hurt Spinks. So we got to put the blue dice over here. Minute 40 left. Outside, 39. Only 2 punches land. No chance of a cut or knockdown, so we keep going. 2 stars. 1 star. Spinks from the inside. 28. 3 punches land. No chance of a cut or knockdown. 2 stars. 8. Spinks from the outside. 34. 3 punches land. And from the outside, Jones Jr. 65 misses his punch. Last 20 of the round. 1 star. 2 stars, Jones Jr. from the inside, 34. 2 punches land, no chance of a cut or knockdown, 6-6. 6-6. All right. We'll roll to see who gets, if there's any ties to be broken here. All righty. Now Jones Jr. is out of power. Boy, oh boy, he's out of stamina, rather. So he's not quite out of power, but he's not doing the best, that's for sure. There we go. Round number 12. Here we go. 2 stars. 8, Jones Jr. from the inside, 20. 3 punches land, chance of a knockdown from the inside. Oh, he only gets 2 punches, that's right. From the inside, no. Jones Jr. has to get a 2 or less. Oh, I mean, no, I'm sorry. 2. He already had a 2. Yes, he's knocked down Spinks. A 1 right here, finish him off. Yes, Jones Jr. has knocked Spinks out. Oh, my goodness. He has knocked Spinks out. What a surprise. What a surprise. 34 seconds. 34 seconds into round 12. He knocks him out. Knockout win. Roy Jones Jr. Oh man, was not looking for that. Boy, oh boy, the 1 just rolled up on me there. I was like, oh my gosh. So that happens that quick. Yeah, that's called haymakers. Let's see who was winning the fight. Let's see. It would have been 110 would have been the most you could get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 105. 2, 3, 4, 5. 105. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 103. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Spinks was winning. Spinks was winning. Spinks was winning the fight. Yeah. He was winning. Spinks had him. So, just that quick. This is why I keep. This is why I got my priority mail from Anthony. Never have taken it. I mean, I've taken it out, obviously, but I just leave them in it now. It's best place for them to be. They won't go nowhere. They fit in there perfect. I could fit one more stack in there if I had one more stack to put in there. Mark that one down as an instant class. Yeah, that right there. That was, what do we go, 10 rounds? No, 12 rounds. Boy, oh boy. 34 seconds into the 12th. Roy Jones Jr. is the light heavyweight champ, so I got to write that down. Our heavyweight champion, Joe Louis, man, I'll tell you what, he's running through everybody like Epsom salt. I've had a couple people say, give Ernie Shavers a chance. What do you guys think about Ernie Shavers getting a chance against Joe Louis? I'll tell you this. Shavers has got one of the baddest punches there is, man. He's a 7 on the punch scale, so 35% of his punches are knockdown quality. He's a hell of a fighter. I think maybe we'll do that. Want to come back to you guys. I've gotten 4 or 5 really good notices back to me and all emails and stuff. If you weren't with me Christmas Eve night, go back and check it out. I think maybe you'll like it. It's Santa Claus on the phone with me. So just check it out. Just check it out. And Danny and Gray was standing by, and Danny said Gray was just going nuts when Santa Claus was on his phone. Then he wanted me to sing a song, and I was like, well, I hadn't been drinking either, I promise. But it was Christmas. So. And one night there, they just kept going and singing all evening long. I thought that was so cool. So cool. So that is that. That is that. So yeah, we're gonna where is he from in Ohio? I could find out. Anytime you can hear Linus and Lucy during the Christmas season is okay with me. Yeah. Yeah, I like your peanut songs and stuff like that, but it was one song they was asking for, and I played that, and I didn't know the words to it. I'm not even gonna lie to you, so I had to hit it up where it showed the lyrics to it. I don't know all those Christmas tunes. I listen to them. I do all right. Washington gets rid of Dwayne Haskins today. They actually cut him. Listen, Keith, did you know that? Dwayne Haskins got cut today. And instantly, online, there started a line of people that said this was a racist act by the Washington football team. But one Golden Gloves. Yeah, I want to say Shavers maybe from up around Detroit, but I'm not sure. Ernie Shavers.
According to Wikipedia, Ernie D. Shaver.
No, he's actually from Garland, Alabama. Garland, Alabama.
1969 to 1983.
Yeah.
Comebacks in 1987 and 1995.
He holds a 91.8% knockout to win ratio. 76.4 overall knockout ratio. He could fight. But he never won a world title. That's the thing. Never won a world title. Let's see. Yeah, he worked at GM in Lordstown, Ohio in the late 60s. But it doesn't say where. It's actually says he still resides in Alabama. Ooh. So I don't know. Retired in 83 and moved to Phoenix where he preached for many years. Yeah. How about that? Yeah. That's pretty cool. He won't scared to fight. Yeah, Golf may not play this week. That's big for the Rams. It's looking more and more like Tampa is going to play whoever in the NFC East. They got to like their chances against Washington or the Giants. Dallas is playing good ball now, so I don't know. And you'd have to go to Dallas. I don't know if you want to do that or not. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of them that's probably not going to play. They're even saying Roethlisberger may not play, and that's why they didn't put them on Sunday night. That's why they put the Washington game on Sunday night. Washington got the Sunday night game. Yeah, the Cardinals are out of it too. There's a lot of Tua may not play. Russell Wilson won't play much. Rodgers is not going to play at all. So that still opens up a chance for the Bears to get in. That's all kind of crazy shit. Baltimore, if Baltimore can win Sunday, I think they're going to be number 5, which is crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And if the Colts don't win, they're out. And they could win and still be out. That's what's nuts. They could win and lose and be out. Where somebody in the NFC with 6 or 7 wins can get in. Somebody with 11 wins in the AFC may not make it. That'd be some shit. When's the last time you heard an 11-win team not make it? Yeah. I ain't counting nobody out now. I ain't counting my chickens yet. I still got to write week 17 down. But that was crazy. That's been crazy. It really has. Just the way everything happened. Guy from Deadliest Catch. Did you guys ever watch that show? He died today. Cast member from Deadliest Catch. No, Nick McGlashan, 33 years old. Nick. You know which one Nick is? He died. Boy, oh boy. He was on the Summer Breeze with Wild Bill. Did you guys hear about Uncle Ron Juckett? Man, I'll tell you what, that's some dangerous shit, man. That is some dangerous shit. If you didn't hear about it, I'll wait and see if Randy or Tribe or maybe Keith. Yeah. Somebody messed with his coffee. And he said it was from a chain. So you can kind of figure out where it's at. He should have definitely found out who the hell was working. He should have had his wife go in there and be like, okay, we need to write down every damn person's names in here. Because that sounds like some shady shit. I don't know. I don't know. It's just crazy stuff, man. Oh boy, oh boy. Phil Necro passed away. Game of Thrones, game maker dies after being poisoned. Lin Key or Lin Kui. So they did contact the authorities and they did take the cups and lids for samples. Okay. 7 baseball Hall of Famers died in 2020. Wow. Shit. That's crazy. Enough that MLB Network could run an hour, every bit of an hour. Longer than that if they wanted to. Yeah. Yeah. I think we may be going off somewhere here in the next few weeks. I don't know what we're going to do. We need to ask Keith how many people's on his airplane, how many people's on his main airplane too. See if he's emailed me back. Yeah, he probably can't get any service that much service at the airport. That's what sucks, man. Sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting, and still you can't get good service, and then you got to make sure you got plug in. Um, it sucks. Um, the Padres making a push for 2 new starters, Blake Snell, and it was one more. They're pushing to get 2 new ones. So if they do that, man, watch out. Watch out, Dodgers. Who are the pitchers the Padres are trying to acquire?
According to Sports Illustrated, San Diego will acquire Rays pitcher Blake Snell in a multiplayer deal, according to Dennis Lin of The Athletic. The Rays will receive right-handed pitcher Luis Patino and catcher Francisco Mejia, along with prospects Blake Hunt and Cole Wilcox.
Padres trying to acquire a pitcher. Yu Darvish. Padres deep into talks to acquire Yu Darvish too. So if they can get Darvish and Snell, jeez. So that's looking very, very promising to them. That'd be a pretty good starting rotation start right there. Not even counting who you already got. We'll see who their roster is right now. Padres starting rotation.
The roster for the San Diego Padres includes Fernando Tatis Jr.
Padres starting pitching rotation. Let's see. NFL head Chris Dolman, Willie Wood, Kevin Green, Bobby Mitchell, Willie Davis, Larry Wilson, Gail Sayers, Fred Dean, Don Shula. Man. I was thinking somebody else passed away too. Maybe not. Yeah, man, I tell you, that's a whole lot of people. That is a whole lot of people. Yep. So right now, lay everything on the table. You get one football team who wins it all right now. You got one football team who wins it all. Wow, really? I'm surprised you went NFC. I'm going AFC. I'm gonna say the Bills. I actually like it. I like the Bills. I actually don't think the Packers make it out of the NFC. I really don't. I think a lot. I think there's at least 4 teams that can beat the Packers. I really do. I just don't think they're tough enough to win it. I think AFC team's going to win it. Oh my God! Can you imagine if Buffalo actually won a Super Bowl? Yeah, I watched this little young girl on here, Melody Martin. I think that's her name. She's flipped crazy. I mean, she's from Buffalo, and she is crazy about the Sabres and crazy about the Bills. And I know she'd go nuts. She'd go nuts if that happened. But I like the Bills' chances. I think they've got just enough physicality to them. They can run a football. Their defense is better. I think their defense is better than the Chiefs. I don't know what the Chiefs ran into yesterday, but
Do you care if I eat these breadsticks?
no, go for it. But when you rest for 2 weeks, especially if you don't play this week, who knows what they're going to look like when they do come back? Yeah. And you know, I'm never betting against Tom and company when they make it to the playoffs. This time of year, watch out. Watch out. Because he will be prepared. I guarantee you, if they have to march into Washington, Dallas, or New York, he'll be ready. And New York has been a place that's never been good to him. Sammy Watkins got injured. Really? Yeah. Kansas City is, to me, they are beatable. They're beatable. I think, you know, obviously they've only lost one. But I just think they can be beaten. I really do. I don't know. You know, whoever's going to beat them's got to have somebody that's going to follow the quarterback. They got to keep up with him. That's for sure. Because there's no doubt he can throw it all over the yard. He can throw 400 yards, and he can make you look bad quick. But we'll see what happens. I'm hearing that Philadelphia is going to cut Deshaun Jackson after next week. Yeah. Yep. It's all about keeping him in the pocket. You don't let him run around, and then you play enough defensive backs. If they're going to run the ball on you, you got to give that up. You got to let them do that. I know it. If he goes through another off season and he can actually get feeling better, you know, he's dangerous, man. He can outrun. I think he's the closest thing to Tyreek Hill there is out there. Deshaun Jackson. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But they're going to overload that whole Philadelphia team. They're going to implode a lot of things. I think there's going to be a lot of movement within that organization. We'll see. Yeah, or even if he's borderline healthy, hell yeah, because he can open up offenses. He can do that. Yep. He played in Washington for a while. Played down in Tampa. I'm sure Tom would love to have him down there now. And that's the thing. Will Tom Brady come back to Tampa? Personally, I think so. But if he's a free agent, look at his options. If he calls up the 49ers, what do you think the 49ers would do? Come right on. Come right on. Sign us a year or two. Sign with us for a year or two. Tampa wanted him down there. Yeah, Miami needs receiver help. Tampa signed him to sell tickets. That was their big draw right there. And they would have sold out all 8 games, no doubt about it. But now it's looking more and more like there may be fans next season. It's looking more and more like it. That's a lot more people getting the shots every day, so that helps. So we'll see. I actually think Major League Baseball light heavyweights, Kevin, light heavyweights. Roy Jones Jr. took on Michael Spinks, and it was an open. Neither one of them. Caleb Plant. Those two were fighting for the title. Caleb Plant. No, not Caleb Plant. But I think there's a lot of teams that take a flyer on Tom Brady too for 1 or 2 seasons. The obvious would be San Francisco. Hell, I don't know who else might would. I'm hearing, now this is just what I heard today, that they may lay the franchise tag back on that quarterback from Chicago, Trubisky again. I'm like, when is somebody going to actually go out here, right? Somebody going to actually go out here and get the kid that played in Philadelphia and let him play 12, let him play 16 games. I don't know. But yeah, they're going to lay the franchise tag for Trubisky. I'm like, okay. He's played well, though. He's played pretty good. But I don't know. If you lay the franchise tag on him, you're probably not going to keep the other kid. You'll probably have to let him go. Houston's got to get rid of J.J. Watt, too. They cannot keep him. He is becoming a nuisance. He is just becoming, even if what he's saying is true, you can't keep him. You got to let him go on his own way. Yeah, you can't keep him. You got to let him go somewhere. And I keep hearing he wants to go with his brother. If he goes to Pittsburgh, they're already a mean defense, but my goodness. Both Watts, That would be mean. That would be a mean defense. Yeah, I'm hearing that's where he wants to go. I don't know. His brother's been saying, "Come right on. Mike Tomlin will take you on," and we have a locker room. It's tight knit. Um, Mike Tomlin's a no nonsense. He don't take any bullshit. Uh, I will give a Washington coach credit for one thing. Yeah, and you guys have heard me. I've ripped him all year long. I don't think he's a good coach. I still don't think he's a good coach. But I will give him credit. Not many coaches would have went out there today and got rid of their number one pick from 2019 this quickly without trying to make stuff happen. He is not taking any shit. I'll give him that. So I respect him for that. I just don't think he's a good coach. And I'm talking about Rivera. I think he's an awful coach. But handling players is part of it. And I think he's doing a good job doing that. So, but as far as play calls and handling of the clock and stuff, he's awful. He is really bad. He is really bad. And hell, I've even heard Urban Meyer's name for Cleveland. If Urban Meyer said he wanted to go to Cleveland, what was it, Stefanski? They would kick his ass out in a heartbeat if they knew Urban Meyer wanted it. Urban Meyer's name, he's coming up a little bit more and more lately. I thought he was ready to give it up for good, but after you start hearing his name come up 2, 3, 4, 5 times, then you got to start wondering, when is it going to actually stick and be for real? I think he may come back sometime, but I don't know if Cleveland's the right job for him. I don't know. I just don't think he and Mayfield would get along. Maybe he got healthy. I just don't think him and Mayfield would get along. I don't know. Maybe, but the only thing about it, Urban does not. He's not looking to rebuild a team. Is the Bengals coach on the chopping block on Black Monday? Well, they got 4 wins? No. They were projected to win 5 with Burrow. Nah. He ain't going nowhere. I like the Bengals coach better. I like his chances of staying better than I do the Browns. Yeah, I think so too. I don't think he would have went anywhere anyway, just due to the fact his prize quarterback got hurt. I don't think he goes. I still think Adam Gase gets fired up in New York. I think he's going to get fired. Doug Marone's definitely going to get fired down in Jacksonville. You know, could Sweeney go there? Could Dabo Swinney go there? Go right with his quarterback. Wouldn't that be some shit? That might be a sweet place to go in the next year or two. Down in Jacksonville, warm weather, not the toughest division in the world, and you go have Trevor Lawrence. You get yourself a little bit of an offensive line, a couple of receivers. Jeez. And there's, like I say, Deshaun Jackson might be in the last year or two of his, of playing. Perfect time to get him right there at the end of his career. Pick him up for chips. Put chips on the dollar, as they say. Why not? Why not? And just give him some people to throw the ball to. I don't know. I definitely think he goes there. I definitely do. Just will New York take Ohio State quarterback. If they do, they are so going to regret it. They are going to regret it. And now, with the last 6 years, they haven't been telling us how they do on their damn tests. The quarterback test, because it makes them look stupid. So many of them don't do well on it. So, but they would have to do pretty well on that for me to want them. I don't want a dumbass at quarterback. And Justin Fields has not shown anything physically to make me think he's that great. Yeah, that's right. And he has not done anything on the field that's been that great either. So shit, if you don't do it on the field, you better have something up here. And if you don't, why you want them? I've taken a few of those tests before. I've actually done pretty well on them. I've scored in the 30s. And it's a 40-question test. But, yeah. Who was the quarterback that scored 3? 3. Can you imagine that shit? Score 3 on a test. I would be like, okay, be careful walking through the door. It is wood. The door is hard, so don't let it hit you on your way out. I wouldn't even consider somebody that did that stupid. Was that stupid? Yeah. What do they call it? Quarterback test. Let me get that. Let's see. What's the name of that test the quarterbacks takes? Wonderlic test. That's what they call it. The Wonderlic test. Which quarterback scored the worst Wonderlic test grade ever?
According to Wikipedia, Morris Claiborne IV, first-round pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, lowest score ever known by an NFL player.
Morris Claiborne. Hey, did he play for the Lions? First round pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, scored a 4. Darren Davis, undrafted. Now we know why, right? Later played for the Canadian Football League. I thought somebody got a 3 on it one time. Tom Brady's Wonderlic score, 33. Frank Gore, a 6. Vince Young, a 6. Really? Kevin Curtis, a 48. Kevin Curtis with a 48. So it's 50 questions. I got 30-something on it when I took it. Peyton Manning only got a 28. But that's not that bad. 28's not that bad. Cam Newton got a 21. Average for NFL quarterbacks, 26. And now Wonderlic tests, they're doing that for other things too. They're doing it for some jobs, Mamula scored a 49. Then Mike Mamula. Yeah, Fitzpatrick. He was Harvard guy too, though. Ben Watson, 48. Kevin Curtis, 48. Mike Mamula, 49. Yeah, he just played for the Eagles for a short time. A punter, McAnally, Pat McAnally. Said drove him down the board because coaches didn't like extreme yes or extreme no's either way on nothing. You imagine that shit? Can you imagine? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why they didn't want him is this. He's wanting to stand there with a helmet in his hand 95% of the time. And if coach does something, he could get caught on a camera saying, "What in the hell is this dumb son of a bitch doing?" That's why they didn't want him. People get really, really, really up in arms when somebody second guesses you. They really do. That's why I say one of these times, I don't know which football team is going to start it. One of these teams is going to come up with it. I don't want a football guy. I want a people's person as my head coach. You wait and see. It may not be before 2030, but somewhere along the way, somebody's going to get them a coach that may not know a lot about football, can manage a clock, knows the intricacies of the game, knows the ins and outs of it, may not know players and all that type stuff, but knows all the ins and outs, all the little things to where, how often do you see a free kick anymore? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. There's a lot of things you don't see in the NFL that people just fly right over their head because they don't even know it. Remember, 12, 14 years ago, Donovan McNabb was playing the Bengals, in fact. After the time ran out in overtime, he's like, okay, second overtime. He had no damn clue that they didn't have to play a second overtime. See, that's stupidity. That's not unpreparedness. That's idiotic type stuff. You have got to, as a quarterback, know where the hell you're at all times. You got to, and that's why I say I don't want a dumbass at quarterback. I tell you what, that little young quarterback in Washington showed yesterday. He impressed the hell out of me. I hope he does well this week. I really do. I hope he does well. Smith, I don't want Smith in there now. We don't need him anymore. Dr. Checkdown, no, we don't need him back. I'd like to see the kid be able to stay in the game and do his job. I hope he can. We'll see. We'll see if he's going to be the starter this week. It's looking like it. But yeah, anytime you got a dumbass as a quarterback, I hate seeing that. I so hate seeing that shit. You run out of bounds, call a fourth timeout, stay in bounds when you shouldn't have stayed in bounds. I don't know. When you get all excited as a quarterback too, you cannot do that. You gotta be the settling force of all these other 10 guys. You can't be doing that shit. You doing that, you go excite the whole apple cart. Hey, you go right over there. You go right over there. Stay calm. If you screw up, you screw up. That's one thing. But damn, don't leave everybody looking like they're scared half to death. Yeah. Did you guys see the Liberty game, the Liberty Coastal Carolina game? I'm telling you, cluster Fs everywhere. If you didn't see that game, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm going, what? 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 After about 10 plays, I was like, oh my God. Did you see it? They didn't want him to score. Liberty wanted him to lay down on the ball. So they handed it to him first time, and he's holding it. And I'm wondering, what the hell are you back here playing around with it for? Lay down on the ground. They're out of timeouts. The next time he gets a ball, the stupid-ass tight end starts pushing him in the end zone, and he's fighting back against him. And then they grab the ball, and he fumbles it. And it went to overtime, which it should have never gotten that far. And I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. Got to be kidding me. And then they blocked the field goal on Coastal in overtime. So they did. That was a nice special teams play, but still, it should have never come up to that. It should have never gotten that far. But we'll see. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff happening. Who all's off? Is anybody off work this week? May even play some Formula D sometime this week. I enjoy playing that. That's a fun one. That's a fun game to play. Formula D. Half a day on New Year's Eve. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know. I don't know what we got. We don't really have anything planned for New Year's Day. New Year's Eve was on a Thursday. Yeah. Yep. Thursday's New Year's Eve. I think she's working all day Thursday. And then she's off Friday, I'm sure. So that'll be cool. Let's see. I think we all picked. Did we all pick the Bills tonight? I think we did. They're just about ready to start. I think we all picked them anyway. Let's see if we did. Except for I got 10-hour days tomorrow, Wednesday, and meeting up with a friend on Wednesday. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Work until Thursday, says Randy. How's Rachel doing? How's Rachel doing? I hadn't done Titans and Packers yet. Pack wins that. I took the Pack. Sean took the Pack. Tribe took the Pack. Keith took the Titans. Doing well. Good. We all took your Bills tonight. So we got that. But hey, don't think for a second the Patriots ain't going to play them tough. Their defense is really mean, man. And they're playing in New England. Foxborough's not an easy place to play. So they're gonna do what they can, I'm sure, to try to slow everybody down there. Yeah. I should not be doing that this early. Go to bed now, I won't sleep. Be up there all night long. And then what do? You don't want to turn on ESPN. You don't want to watch that shit. I hate watching that channel. They're getting rid of everybody. ESPN, they're just unloading everybody they got. They're soon. And then NBCSN, they're going to get rid of that, I'm hearing, within the next 6 months, possibly. NBC Sports Network, they're talking about unloading it. So a lot of sports networks is going to be going by the wayside. CBS is one that's trying to pick up another one. I heard they was going to go CBS Sports Network #2 if they had, if this #1 kept doing well. Rome is doing real well on that channel, I think. But I can't stand Jim Rome. I don't know. They're talking about getting rid of it, though. I don't know. And then baseball. How about racing, too? Racing's got NBC. I'm like, they're not going to show all their races on NBC, man. Hell no. Shit. Especially no more people than they get watching the races. I don't know. So if they do go out of business, Tom Rinaldi going to, or is that Fox Sports? Yeah, he signed with Fox Sports 21st, 22nd of the month. About a week ago, last week. I want to say Monday. He signed with them. He's gonna do he's gonna do some golf with them, I think. And then obviously, I don't know if he's really got to talk. I don't know if he's talk show material or not. I really don't know. He does all these interviews, kind of like Jimmy. What's his name on NBC? I can't think of his name. Jimmy. I can't think of it. But neither one of them will really interview. When I say they can't keep a crowd interested in talking about sports for an hour. Rinaldi can't do it anyway. What is Jimmy? What's that guy's name? Jimmy. Shit. Guy from NBC. I can't think of his name. Yeah. Jimmy Roberts. Yeah. Jimmy Roberts or Tom Rinaldi. Neither one of those two guys could have a show kind of like Colin Cowherd and keep anybody interested for an hour. No way. No way. Jimmy Roberts, man. He's like a robot. So is Rinaldi. I mean, anytime you're watching golf, right? You're watching golf. You got two in the tower. You got one or two following them on the course. You got a couple of them that's color commentating, and then what do they call it? Interviews and something else. Well, no, but I'm just saying they wouldn't offer him a talk show. I don't think on Fox. I don't believe he would. But that's what all of them at ESPN wants them to be able to do it, and a lot of them can't do it. A guy that came, I don't know if you guys recall or not, especially Tribe should know it. Maybe you too, Randy. You both in Big Ten country. Back, what was this, 15 years ago? When ESPN had tryouts, live tryouts, for the guys and girls to go out there and do their thing online. I mean, do it live. And this Mike guy, I think his name was Mike. He ended up going to the Big Ten Network. He does good. He does real well. Mike Hall. Yeah, Mike Hall. He did well. He's with the Big Ten Network now. And he does all right. He does okay. Yeah, I don't think he's bad at all. I'd much rather watch him than a lot of these dumb jabronis that's on there. Trey Wingo, he's gone now. They unleashed his ass. They got rid of him. The only ones they're worried about keeping now is Van Pelt, right? Um, Greenberg, because Greenberg, what was a joke the other day? They can't get rid of somebody named Greenberg. He's probably got the best lawyer in town. But Van Pelt and Greenberg, and then you got Stephen A. Smith. Boy, oh boy, you really got you a stacked deck there. And then you got that dumb son of a bitch, Max Kellerman. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Greenberg's all about, the Jets, the Jets, the Jets, that kind of shit. Van Pelt is watchable sometimes, but he's a big Maryland guy too. They've all got their sideshow going on. And, I don't know. I like other channels, but I liked Tarico. That was the best move he ever made, was getting the hell out of there and going to NBC. I like Tarico. He does a good job. He does a good job with golf. Whatever he's covering, he covers good golf. U.S. Open or whatever, if it's on NBC, he does a good job of it. Or the British Open. But yeah, Mike Hall went to the Big Ten Network. He's been there for over 10 years now. So he's got to be one of the big wheels there. Because most time when they go to the Big Ten Network, all they're doing is try. It's pretty much a tryout to see if he can go to ESPN, Fox Sports, Golf Channel, somewhere else. Anyway, Mike Hall has stood by the Big Ten Network, and he's hanging with them. Yeah, I think so too. He got there as soon as they started something. That was a very smart move on his part. First off, you got to have confidence that the Big Ten Network is going to do something. And then now to be there 12 or 13 years, yeah, why not? Why not? And I know he's a lot younger than I am. I know he's in his 40s. So he's, and I don't know where he lives, but if he lives somewhere in the Midwest, more power to him. More power to him, the way I see it. The Heisman Trophy, they don't give that away till the 5th of January now. So it's going to be a next week, not this week, but next week during the week. Somebody from Alabama is winning it. I don't know whether it's going to be the wide receiver or the quarterback. I think the quarterback should win it. He's been up there all year. He's been in the top 2 or 3 all year long. The receiver is great. I don't have anything against the receiver. He's had a couple of great games, but that quarterback, he's really. Yeah, Michigan, Appalachian State. That's the one that made the cover of it. Made the cover of Sports Illustrated. Yep. Yep. Although they didn't want it to go that way, like you say, they wouldn't change a thing. Boy, oh boy. I was telling you guys earlier this month, right around Thanksgiving, Harbaugh was gone. Little I know, man, that they're talking extension with this guy. And I'm like, I just don't get that. They're going to give him an extension if he'll sign it. Now I'm thinking, all right, why? I don't know, but why do you have to be nice to somebody that went to your school? Yeah, they fired a defensive coordinator, but they'll take care of the coach too. Yeah. I don't want him here in Michigan. Yeah, I don't understand why you keep him. Yeah, I mean, there's so many places he can go coach. My Lord. I mean, would I be surprised to see him go to Tampa next year? Not at all. That's probably the perfect hole for him right now. Go right to Tampa and be a head coach down in Tampa. But there are some other spots that he can go and really be a good coach. Virginia Tech, I think he could be good there. Chicago, didn't he play in Chicago? I believe he did. I don't think Nagy gets fired though, but he could go there and be good. Who knows? Yeah, shit. Yeah, he could be the offensive coordinator in Baltimore. They need an offensive coordinator. They need somebody to teach this kid Jackson how to stay in the pocket and throw the football without running for his life all the time. He has no pocket presence at all. MVP, yes. But, I mean, you can think of a lot of quarterbacks right now you'd rather have than him just due to the fact he just has no pocket presence at all. I mean, he runs backward. By the time he stopped, he's running the other way, running forward. He gives himself no time looking down the field before he's off. That's just the way he does. He has no confidence in his offensive line, and then number two, he doesn't look down the field well. He did it better in Louisville, but Louisville had a class A minus line. I mean, they really had an offensive line down at Louisville, and Baltimore, goes against Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and Cleveland all the time. They got some good, decent defensive lines, and you're playing them all the time. And then you got Kansas City, Buffalo, whoever you're playing, Oakland or Las Vegas, and Chargers, at Miami, New England. All those teams have good, strong defensive lines where they can do, make Houston. That's the one thing they had all year long. They had a good defensive line. Their offense just sucked, and yeah, I just and I keep hearing that the guy for Washington's going to be the comeback player of the year. How do you become the comeback player of the year when you're hurt at the end of the year? I think it should be Ben. I think Ben Roethlisberger should be the comeback player of the year, not Alex Smith. Alex Smith, yeah, maybe if he was playing enough, but I mean, he's played once or twice and got hurt again. I don't think he should be the comeback player of the year. He is the comeback miracle of the NFL, no doubt about that. He's the comeback miracle. I mean, he probably shouldn't even be out there playing. But to call him the comeback player of the year, that's tough for me just because he's still not right. MVP, it's got to be the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, I guess. He's got to win it. Defensive player of the year, oh man, let's see. Who would it be? Shit. I don't know who defensive player of the year would be right now. I don't know. I'm surprised nobody on defense for Washington's defensive line, like Chase Young, none of them got to be in the Pro Bowl. None of the defensive line for Washington made the Pro Bowl, and that's the best part of their team. Their punter made it, but I was surprised at least one of them didn't make it because they've been a mean bunch this year. They have been very, 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 very mean. Um, what will New England now do? Will they keep? Will they stay status quo and keep Cam Newton? Will they cut Cam Newton, get rid of him, and get a new quarterback? Uh, that'd be tough. Would they have nerve enough to try to get uh, the kid down in Miami? I don't know. Uh, I think that would be a good fit. His name Fitzpatrick. I think it's his name Fitzpatrick. Why wouldn't you go for him? Say, yeah, we got a place for you in New England. He needs to go somewhere where he can start. I still think he's good enough quality quarterback to start somewhere. Maybe Denver. Denver, though, if Drew Lock's back, he probably wouldn't. Washington. Dallas. Dallas has got an opening. If you stepped up and said, yeah, I'll quarterback your team. I'll sign for 3 years, $10 million, $8.5 million, whatever. Just chump change, I don't see why you wouldn't sign him and be like, hell yeah, come on in. We will worry about getting us a quarterback another year or two from now down the road. We'll address lineman issues and defensive back issues and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know how that'll work. I still say Clemson will beat the hell out of Ohio State. I think Alabama will beat Notre Dame, but not as bad as Clemson's going to beat Ohio State. I think Ohio State's going to take an ass whipping of all of them. And then I think Alabama will beat Clemson. I think they will anyway. I think Alabama's the cream of the crop this year. Mac Jones. I'm seeing shit where he's going to be drafted 58th and 60th, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. If a kid's not a first-round draft pick by now, when the hell will he be? My God. I'll say this. If I didn't have a quarterback named Rodgers or Wilson or Allen, if he came on the board for me, I'd jump on him. I'd get him. If I had 25th, 30th pick, I'd jump on it. I'd jump on that kid and be like, okay, come right to my team. And trust me, we're not getting rid of you. Yeah. But I don't know. It's crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. We'll see if we hear some more rumblings. Oklahoma, Florida game Wednesday night should be pretty good. Yeah. I like Oklahoma in that game. Florida makes too many mistakes. Trask is a good quarterback, no doubt about it. Trask is a good quarterback. But they just make too many dumb mistakes, man. You can't afford to do that shit. Oklahoma, if they get, especially if they get in a 50 to 50, 52, 53 point game and all, Oklahoma can stick with them. And I think maybe they have that little bit better defense than Florida. I don't know. They don't have as good a quarterback, but I think they have a little bit better defense. I like Oklahoma in that game. I really do. I think it'll be a good game, though. I really do. Trask is going to go somewhere, and he's going to light up. If it's been rumored he may even go to Dallas. We'll see. We will see. Um, obviously, will Philadelphia keep Jalen Hurts as their number one quarterback? I don't think so. But if would they, if they could get rid of, if they could get rid of their starter, would they keep Hurts as their quarterback? If they could get rid of number 11, I don't know. I just don't know. I wouldn't have confidence in Hurts for a 16 game, 17 game season. He's a whole lot like Kyler Murray, except he's slower and not as accurate. Pittsburgh, I'm actually hearing Pittsburgh wants Washington's trash. Wants what's his name? He got cut today. Pittsburgh's gonna talk to him. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Pittsburgh's actually going to try to talk to Ohio, the Ohio State kid. I just don't understand that. Trask, wherever he ends up going, I think he would probably rather stay down south, maybe Dallas, Houston. Haskins. I'm hearing Pittsburgh wants Haskins. They're thinking about giving him a shot. That's what I heard earlier. I'm like, you crazy as hell. But hey, I'll give people in Washington credit. They had enough nerve to get rid of his ass. He is a non-factor now for the team. You don't have to worry about him. He's not standing on the sidelines raising hell, whining, bitching, crying, all that. He's gone. So we'll see what happens. I think they're better off without him. But we'll see where Trask goes. Trask may go before Pittsburgh picks. I mean, shit, he may go to Atlanta. He could go to Philadelphia. He could go to Dallas. I mean, all those teams are going to be drafting pretty early. If Washington loses this week, Washington could get him. Who knows? New England may want him. Who knows? And the big question in Detroit is their quarterback coming back? Stafford. Stafford was hurt Sunday. Will he come back? I'm not sure if he's a free agent or not. But he may want out. I mean, he's earned that right. If he's 35, 36 years old, 34, 35, 36, to tell him, look, get rid of me, send me somewhere where I might can win. Detroit's not going to win anything. Not right now. Not with the team they've got in the same division as Green Bay, as Minnesota, as Chicago. They're just not going to be the top two team in that division. They've got a lot of work to do to become relevant, even in the league. That's why I still say I still don't think the Browns are ready. I think the Browns are a couple players away. Yeah, I've been hearing that they want to move on from Stafford too. Where are they going though? Would they just go draft somebody? Not many teams can go like Carolina went. Just go out, get in touch with a guy and say, look, do you want to come quarterback us like they did with Bridgewater? Look at his numbers this year. Look at Bridgewater's numbers this year. That team has won, what, 5 or 6 games, and they're plus in the takeaway column, which is unheard of for a team with a losing record to be plus on the plus minus of takeaway on the plus side. They've had some real heartbreaking games. And you play Tampa twice, you play New Orleans twice, and you play Atlanta twice. That's tough, but he's played well. He has really played well for Carolina. I don't think they're looking in a different direction. I think they want him back. I don't know about Stafford. I really don't. Stafford's a guy I really think that if he went somewhere and they could stay upright, he could throw 4,000 yards. But Detroit just has never given him that chance. I would love to see him go to Dallas or go to the 49ers, preferably the 49ers. I think that's a perfect fit for him. What else do they need? They've got good receivers. They got good running backs. They got a good offensive line. Their defense is pretty damn good too. I mean, probably if you got Stafford in the offseason, you probably would draft somewhere in the defense. You probably wouldn't even draft offense. And that's pretty good. Being that, okay, if we fill that position in at quarterback, do we need offensive tight end? You got Kittle. They've got some players. I think their defense isn't as good as it was 2 or 3 years ago, but they're still pretty damn good. That would be interesting. See Stafford go there. Nick Foles wouldn't be quite as interesting. Just being at Nick Foles, he doesn't demand respect, and then by saying that, somebody else right behind him, somebody been and got the job right behind him. So, nah. Hey, I give Andy Dalton all the credit in the world. He went down to Dallas with the intention of, guess what? I may not be the starter right now, but I'm going to be starting before the end of the year, and you're not going to take my job from me. And he's played well. He's played relatively well this year when he's been standing upright. He never played that well in Cincinnati. That's for damn sure. I mean, he had stretches in Cincinnati that he would play well, that type stuff. But I mean, he almost put 400 yards on the board against Philly yesterday. And they just wiped their asses up, 37-17. I don't know how many people saw that coming. I mean, I think a lot of people thought Dallas might win, but a 20-point win? I don't know. Yeah, Stafford's been getting his ass kicked ever since he came into the league. He has, man. I feel bad for the kid. I'd like to see him go to the 49ers, sign a 3-year deal, and be like, okay, let's win something. I think the Raiders are still a few players away from being that good. They're not as good defensively as the 49ers. But who knows what their quarterback's all about. He's so up and down. You just don't know what you're getting with their quarterback. Same thing with Denver's quarterback. You just don't know what you're getting. And Herbert. He's got another year's experience now. Let's see what he's going to do next year. He's a guy that should be able to bring that team from where they got this year, 5, 4, 5, 6 wins. They should be a 10-win team next year if they go out here and just pick up a couple of pieces. I don't see why they shouldn't be. He's got all of the talent in the world. He's a big kid, young, strong, athletic. They're good defensively. Offensively, they're not bad. I just think they got to go in a different direction in coaching. Who knows who they're going to get? They may get somebody. See, now if you told me Urban Meyer was going to we're going to LA, that wouldn't surprise me at all. They're set. They're set to win. 49ers, they're set to win. Both of those two teams. All they need is a couple of players here or there. The Chargers can push to win that division, even against the Chiefs, if they get a couple more players. They really can. I really think they're that good. 49ers definitely could win that division. Look how close it is with the Cardinals, Seahawks, and the Rams right now. And if they had a quarterback in place, they could win 11, 12 games. I know they could. And that division just beats each other up. Nobody's going 6-0 in that division. They're just not doing it. Each one of them's a kryptonite to the one other team in the division. That's the way it seems to be. And that's what makes it so wild to watch. But it's pretty fun. Pretty fun to watch. I think I'm gonna go check part of the Bills game out now. They should be probably in the second quarter by now. I think the Bills win. I don't know if it's gonna be a comfortable win, but I think they'll win. I just don't know how much heart the Patriots have left, but we'll see, I guess. We'll check you all out tomorrow. We may get some Formula D out. I don't know what we'll do yet. Parents came down to eat today, so we'll do something, I think, tomorrow evening or something. You all have a great night. God bless. Have a great Randy Pendle, have a great evening. I'm taking off right now myself. 9 p.m. Have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oops. Hit the wrong button now.